on, guys? My name's Tyson, and today we're looking at my 2005 Dodge Sprinter. The purpose of this build was to see how cheap I could actually build a Sprinter while maintaining a quality build and a good solar setup. So let's take a look. So starting on the exterior, this build was supposed to be super budget friendly. This van has a lot of dings and dents. There's no windows on the slider or the back or even the kitchen side. It's super stealthy. It's a one panel setup. As far as the mods on the exterior go, the only thing I've done is I put on these larger 245 75/16s. These are AT, just all-terrain tires. It's called the Ironman All Country. It's a cheaper tire, but it's been a good all-terrain tire. And then I also converted the grill up front. I converted it to the Mercedes grill, which looks a lot cooler. So, and these are, I mean, about $100, but I think it definitely adds a lot of good looks to the van. All right, guys, we're in the van. The very first modification I did on the van is a swivel seat. Every good van conversion needs a swivel seat. They're super easy. I think we did it in 20-30 minutes. So, yep, we got the swivel seat. So starting up front, I did a built-in fridge, and this is the winter, I think the 45 quart. This is a very budget-friendly fridge. I think it's $400 compared to a $1,200 Dometic. It performs just as well. It keeps my food cold. I've had no problems with it. I built it into the cabinet and just adhered it to the top of this butcher block that everyone uses from Home Depot. It's kind of the cheapest stuff you can get. And then vented it out right here. And then as far as cabinetry in this van goes, we built them all by hand. They're not perfect. Tons of cabinetry. The benefit of building your own is you can build these really deep drawers where you can fit tons of stuff. We have tons of drawers, tons of storage, and then we actually carpeted the interior, which it adds a nice finishing touch to all the cabinet drawers. Moving over to the stove, I went with the classic 2-burner Ramblewood. To be completely honest, I'm not very impressed with this stove. It does the job. I converted it to the smaller green propane tanks that you can get at like Walmart's and stuff. So I just screw it in here and then you can cook. All the cabinets are on magnetic drawer stops. So next up is the sink setup. It's a super simple setup. This is my gray water tank. I actually have it set up on a quick release. So you just pop that out and then you can dump your gray water. I also added a water filter down there. It's the vanlife from Amazon. This water filter is very good. I would highly recommend it. Really good value. So I just fill up with hose water and then I have purified water at the tap. This is the switch for the water pump, and then you got yourself water. All right, so another thing I built was this little chair. I built it so you can store stuff in here. The stool does a couple things. One, it is my seat for my desk. So this is my desk area when I'm working on the road. 110 and then a cigarette here so I can plug my laptop in and work and charge my phone. And then you notice this is actually the same height as the couch. It actually acts as an extension to the couch so that a tall guy like me can sleep on the couch. Alright, so over here is the inverter switch. You just flip it on and then you have power at these two 110 plugs and those two. The cigarette plugs, those are always hot, so you can plug into those whenever. Your standard upper cabinets just on little catches. And then also we have just your standard, the Max Air Deluxe, which has been fine. All right, so in this build, I did a fixed bed, and the reason was I needed a lot of garage storage for all my bicycles. I wanted to keep my bikes inside, safe, and out of the weather. So I did do a fixed bed. It is a higher height, but I was willing to sacrifice for the safe storage for my bikes. This is a full queen. This isn't like a special cut mattress or anything. This is a full queen off of Amazon. Makes it nice. I don't have to custom make any sheet. I can just buy queen size sheets and they fit perfect. All right, guys, so the garage is kind of what I built this whole van for, is just to store all my gear, my bikes. Obviously the van is empty right now. I don't have my bikes in here, but this is the garage. So first and foremost is this slider. It's the entire width of the interior. So I have it set up for one road bike and mountain bike, and then I can put all my gear I put in little boxes right here. This is on 500 load bearing slides. You can access your gear up here. You can get your bike off, whatever you need. And then one thing that's really important in the garage is having light. So I installed these 2 LEDs, and so when it's dark out, you can access your gear, see what's going on down here. And then down in here, this is the 25-gallon water tank. I just plug a hose in right there and fill it up. There's the water pump that sends it up to the front, and it also feeds this on-demand EcoTemp shower. This is actually my second unit. The first unit, the main tubing inside cracked and leaked all over, which was kind of a bummer, but they did replace it for me. I mean, this one I think I've only used twice, but super simple setup. I mean, shower tray here, and then I hook up the propane, and then I have on-demand shower. Can take a quick shower, wash my bike off, whatever I need. So this is the solar setup. The solar setup's gonna be one of the most expensive parts of a van build, and so I kind of went middle of the road. I got Renogy components, which are reputable, they have warranties, so I did kind of splurge on the solar setup, but this isn't like a super crazy expensive setup. I did a 200 amp hour AGM Renogy battery, all Renogy components, 40 amp hour charge controller, Renogy 1000 watt inverter. Everything's fused, master on off. Here's everything in the van's DC components, which makes it a lot cheaper and easier. And then the 110s I just pull off of the inverter. But yeah, so that's the solar setup. It's an affordable setup for budget builds.